The most important skill that a guy needs to have to be successful with women is the ability to trigger feelings of sexual attraction inside a woman. Your level of ability to attract women determines the quality of woman that you can have access to, and it's also one of the major things that determines her desire to want to stay with you when in a relationship. As a man, if you don't have the skill of being able to trigger feelings of sexual attraction inside of a woman, then your interactions with women will feel boring, awkward, and forced. A woman might like you as a friend, but she's not going to really feel much attraction for you. In a relationship, after the initial lust has faded away, if you're unable to make her feel attracted to you in the more deeper, longer lasting ways, then she will lose interest in being with you. So, do you have the skill of being able to attract women? One way to find out is to ask you a number of questions here. Have you ever had any of the following situations happen to you? You were talking to a woman you really liked and hoping to begin a sexual relationship with her, but the conversation felt boring, awkward, and even forced. You then ran out of things to say and you lost your opportunity with her. Another example, you were on a date with a woman and there was clearly some friendly chemistry between you, but you didn't know how to switch gears and spark the sexual chemistry. So the date felt a bit boring and awkward, she lost interest, and you didn't get a second date. And the last example, you met an attractive woman who was clearly girlfriend material and she liked you, but only as a friend. You wanted to get her to feel the same way about you, but you just didn't know how to do it, so you gave up and remained alone. How about right now in your life? Is there a woman that you really like and you want to begin a sexual relationship with, but the sexual chemistry just isn't there? If that applies to you, I'm going to let you in on a big secret right now that most guys are completely unaware of when it comes to women. And that is, you can create feelings of attraction inside of a woman. If a woman doesn't initially feel attracted to your looks, it doesn't mean that you can't make her feel intensely attracted to you for other reasons. A lot of guys make the mistake of assuming that if a woman doesn't feel attracted to him because of his looks or his height or his job or anything like that, then he can't make her feel attracted to him. Right? A lot of guys make the mistake of thinking that women make their decision on who they're going to hook up with or be in a relationship with based on how the guy looks. Just like how men make their decision initially when they see a woman, she looks good, I want to be with her. But that's not how it applies to women. Women can look at guys who are good looking, but if they interact with the guy and his personality and communication style and behavior turns her off, then she's not going to want to be with him in almost every case. However, if a woman sees a guy who isn't very good looking, but he interacts with her and he creates attraction, right? He makes her feel attracted to him by doing things such as making her laugh, being confident around her, and being masculine, then she's going to start to feel a lot of attraction for him. I teach guys how to make women feel attracted to them in more than 100 ways, and those ways that I just said there are 3 ways, right? There are so many different ways that you can make a woman feel attracted to you. You can create the attraction. It doesn't have to be there from the start, and that's really important for you to understand and accept. Because if you don't accept that and you go through life thinking that I've got to look good and that's how I've got to get women, or I've got to be tall or have big muscles and that's how I've got to get women, they've got to choose me based on my appearance, then you're going to have a really difficult time for the rest of your life, right? You're going to be standing there hoping that women like you for how you look, and it's just not going to work. For a guy that looks really good looking, then he can use that strategy because women are going to look at him and say, wow, he looks good looking, I feel attracted to that. And they might start talking to him, and if he's also confident and he does many other things to make her feel attracted, then it's very easy for him. However, if you're the sort of guy who doesn't get approached by women because of your looks, then you need to accept that you have to create attraction. And an interesting thing is that when you actually make women feel attracted to you in different ways, she actually sees you as being good looking. She likes the way that you look. She starts to focus on the good things about you and starts to pick out qualities and features about you that she likes. And that's really the essence of what attraction is all about. If you look at the dictionary definition of attraction, it is a quality or feature of someone that evokes interest, liking, or desire. As a man, there are so many different qualities that you can present to a woman that are going to evoke those feelings of interest, liking, and desire. Yet, how does it work, right? Why does being funny and making a woman laugh make her feel attracted to you? Why is it one of the things that a woman is drawn to about a guy? Why is it one of the things that you can do that make women feel attracted to you and want to be with you? Number one, life can get pretty dull, stressful, and depressing at times, and it's great to have someone who can lighten the mood and make you smile. Number two, having the ability to make her laugh means that other people will probably like you too, which is going to be better for her survival. So what am I talking about with survival and providing for her and things like that? Right, for most of human history, surviving as a human hasn't been that easy, right? It's a challenge. And even today, in our modern world with all of our technology and supermarkets, etc., survival is still a challenge. You've still got to be able to be capable of doing well and getting somewhere in life and being able to survive. It isn't as dangerous as it used to be, but the instinct that a woman has to align herself with a guy who's going to be a better survivor is still there. And humor, being able to make her laugh, is one of the signals to her that you're most likely going to be the sort of guy that can survive well, that will get along well with others, people will like you, and as a result, you probably will be better at providing, thriving, and surviving. To help you understand what I mean by attracting women with your personality and being naturally attractive to women, a great example to show you is the example of a pair of identical twins. So which of these twins is going to be more attractive to the woman? The twin on the left is nervous around women. He doesn't know how to flirt with women. He doubts himself and he comes across as a bit shy and awkward. The twin on the right is confident. He knows how to flirt with women. He believes in himself and he comes across as confident and easygoing. So which of these twins is going to be more attractive to women? If you understand attraction, you'll understand that women are attracted to the strength in men and turned off by the weakness. So therefore, the twin on the right is going to be more naturally attractive to women. He's confident, he believes in himself, whereas the twin on the left is displaying emotional weakness by lacking confidence and doubting himself around women. Being emotionally strong is just one of the ways that you can attract women. It's not the only way. There are more than 100 different ways that I teach guys how to attract women, and being emotionally strong is just one of the ways that you can attract women. In this example with the twins being identical twins, some guys will still even look at that and say, well, I think the twin on the right is better looking. That's why she would go for him. Because they still don't understand that you can actually attract women in many different ways, and that women are more attracted to a guy's personality and how it makes her feel than what he looks like, right? Women can be attracted to what a man looks like, but if a man's personality doesn't make her feel good, she feels turned off by his personality, for example, the twin on the left, being nervous, doubting himself, etc., then she's not going to want to be with him, even if he looks better than the twin on the right. Some women are extremely picky and will only go for a guy who looks like a male model, who is tall, rich, has a perfect gym body, and drives an expensive car. However, most women have what I call an open type, which means that they're open to being with many different types of guys as long as the guy can make her feel attracted in other ways. The truth is, you don't have to be rich or good looking or tall or have big muscles to attract women. What you need to have is the ability to attract women with your personality, your communication style, right? Women need to see that you've got the potential to do well, but you don't actually have to be successful in life. You can be the sort of guy who's on his way or he's pushing forward in life, and that is just as attractive as a guy who's already successful. You know, some guys go through life thinking, well, I'm going to get a good job first, I'm going to save up a lot of money, I'm going to buy a car, buy a house, and then I'm going to start trying to get a girlfriend because they'll like me because I'm already set up. But you don't need to do that, right? As you would have seen around you in the real world, guys are with women and they're not even in that position, right? The majority of guys aren't fully set up and successful. Women aren't expecting you to be a tall male model with a perfect gym body and billions of dollars in order to be worthy of them, right? They just expect to feel attracted to you, and you can make women feel attracted to you in many different ways. The ability to trigger feelings of sexual attraction in a woman is the most important thing that a guy needs to learn if he wants to be successful with women. A guy can be going through life and he can have a good job and he can have a nice car, but if he interacts with a woman and his personality doesn't make her feel sexually attracted, if he's not able to trigger those feelings of sexual attraction, then she's not going to really care that he's got a nice job and a nice car because she's not going to really enjoy interacting with him. Interacting with him isn't going to make her feel attracted, so it's going to feel quite boring and awkward and forced. Without the feeling of sexual attraction, there's no reason for the woman to want to do anything other than have a friendly conversation with him and then turn away and forget about him. But if she feels sexually attracted to the guy, then there's a reason to get to know him and like all the other things about him. So one thing I really want to make clear for you here is that attraction can be created. And once you open your mind to that, you'll start to see it all around you. You'll see guys interacting with women and they're creating feelings of attraction inside of the woman, and that is what is drawing her to him. And that is something that you can do. I spent years figuring it all out and putting it into my book, The Flow. You don't have to spend years trying to work this stuff out on your own. If you read my book, The Flow, you'll get an education and understanding of women that will allow you to naturally attract women when you interact with them. However, if you do go through life and you refuse to have the skill of being able to attract women, then what you can look forward to is probably the same sort of thing that you've been experiencing, right? That's just the reality of it. You know, you might get the same rejections, the same awkward conversations, the same lack of sexual chemistry between you and the women that you meet. In a relationship, after the initial lust has faded away, you'll probably get the same sort of result again, where the woman isn't attracted to you for deeper reasons, right? That's just not there. And then the relationship starts to fall apart. And I know that all too well because it happened to me. You know, the whole reason why I started The Modern Man in the first place is that I got lucky many, many years ago. And I was at a party, I got a bit drunk, and there's a girl on the dance floor, she was a bit drunk too, and somehow we started to kiss, and then we started a relationship. But I got lucky. I didn't know how to attract her. I didn't know what I was doing. And in the relationship, I did so many things that turned her off that she eventually cheated on me and dumped me. And then I went through many years of being lonely and losing a lot of confidence in myself around women and sort of just throwing my hands up and giving up at times, until I eventually got to the point where I decided that I'm going to work out how to approach women, how to naturally attract them, and how to have my choice with women. And back then it was very difficult to do because there was no book called The Flow. You know, I was on my own and trying to work it all out. But I eventually did work it out, and I had a great time picking up many women for many years. And ever since then, I've been teaching other guys how to do the same thing. And I've also been helping guys to get their ex-girlfriend back, because now I know how to get an ex-girlfriend back. You know, you've got to make her feel respect for you, you've got to make her feel attracted to you, you've got to open her back up to the love. And that's something that is actually very easy to do when you know how to make women feel attracted to you. So to finish up here, I just want to go back to the most important skill that you need to have as a man if you want to be successful with women. And that is the ability to trigger feelings of sexual attraction inside of a woman. It's one of those complex skills in life that initially it feels a bit awkward and it feels a bit difficult, but once you know how to do it, it's then very easy and automatic. You know, if you think about learning how to play a musical instrument, initially it feels very awkward and you don't really know what to do, but after a bit of practice, you're playing songs and it's very easy. Or when it comes to learning how to drive a car, another complex skill, you get into the car the first time and there's so many different things that you need to focus on, and it feels like it's a difficult thing to do, but once you have the complex skill, it's very easy and natural and automatic. And the same thing applies to attracting women. Attracting women is actually a skill that you can develop and master as a man. If you don't have the skill of attracting women, then when you interact with women, your conversations are going to feel awkward, boring, forced, or just friendly. And that sexual chemistry and sexual attraction isn't going to be there. Sometimes you might be able to get lucky and just click with a girl one time out of 100. But if you want to attract most of the women that you meet, if you want to have your choice with women and create feelings of attraction inside random women that you meet throughout your life, then you need to have the skill of being able to attract women. So if you're interested in learning how to attract women and you want to develop that complex skill, then the two programs that I recommend you start with are either The Flow or The Modern Relationship. The Flow is for guys who are looking to approach and attract women, get themselves a girlfriend, or have sex with many women and enjoy their choice of women. And The Modern Relationship is for guys who are already in a relationship with a woman and want to be able to build on the attraction, respect, and love that their woman feels for them. When a guy doesn't know how to do that in a relationship, the attraction, respect, and love usually fades away over time. But when you know what you're doing, the attraction, respect, and love deepens over time. Naturally attracting women is an ability that you can have as a man. It's either something that you know how to do or you don't know how to do. And if you don't know how to attract women when you're interacting with them, most of the women that you meet just won't feel the spark with you, and they won't be interested in anything other than just talking to you or being a friend. Most women go through their life feeling very unsatisfied with the options that they have in terms of dating and relationships. When a woman is in a relationship, she'll often feel disappointed that her guy isn't able to maintain her attraction for him. But when you're the guy that can deepen her attraction, then you're the guy that she wants to stay with. Okay, so I hope you've learned something from this video. And if you're interested in learning how to develop the skill of attracting women when you meet them, so you can get yourself a girlfriend or get laid and have your choice with women, then I welcome you to read my book, The Flow. If you already have a girlfriend or a fiance or a wife and you want to learn how to build on the attraction that she feels for you, build on the respect and build the love between you, then I recommend that you watch my program, The Modern Relationship. When you learn how to attract women and you start using the techniques, you will realize how easy it is. Most guys go through their life never really understanding how to attract women, and as a result of that, they get rejected by women or they end up ruining the relationships that they have with women throughout their life. Every guy can improve his ability to attract women, and if you need the help, then I'm here for you, and I hope that you decide to give my programs a try. You can get started. I offer a 30-day money-back guarantee, so give it a try, start learning how to attract women, use the techniques, and you'll be amazed at how women respond to you.